Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me, Shawn.
It's me, Audrey.
It's me.
Don't
Towers.
don't do that because people will believe you.
I know.
That's why I said Flanneal Towers.
The second person was Tennelle. The third person was Audrey. They are different people. I'm married to the one, but not the other.
I'm trying not to laugh exactly like Tennelle, yet I'm noticing we're laughing exactly the same way somehow.
We are one. We are legion.
Oh, boy. Anyways, hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream where I sit around and draw art and other people talk with me about it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And, yeah, we're not doing roleplay. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch over to this. This is the art stream where I draw every single Pokemon in the order that you can catch them in all of the games, from red, blue, yellow, green, up through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Sword and
Did you
Shield.
just say red, blue, yellow, green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Japanese
All
only
three
green.
of those existed.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Japan got red and green. America got red and blue. And then yellow was released worldwide.
And then we got leaf green later.
Yeah, that's why we got fire red and leaf green later and not, I don't know, bubbling blue or something.
Oh.
Blast blue. Oh yeah. Oh, no. Wordsby. Are we, the Sword and Shield Pokemon, are we doing, people can talk about that, yes or no?
Let's say no.
Yeah.
The game has still been out for 2 months, so we're going to go ahead and say
2 weeks,
no.
Shawn.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Whatever. It's only been out for like 2 weeks, give or take. Mayhem has donated $5 saying, "Have my love and support. Miss you." Well, thank you for the donation.
Thank you so much, Mayhem.
Anyways.
Also, Moon came in here into the chat swinging at. Is it Mega?
Right at Mega Venusaur, saying it's stupid because the only change is it gets a flower on its head.
Shawn
and it's
I
true.
were literally having a conversation about this about an hour ago.
It's true. It's the kind of thing where when they first showed off Mega Venusaur, I'm like, what's the difference?
I mean,
Well, I was
to be
looking
fair,
at it
there's
and I was
also
like
2 additional trunks, on its back.
I mean, sure, the flower stuff on its back gets slightly bigger, but other than that, it gets a flower on its head.
It gets 2 more stems, okay? There are 2 more stems.
I do agree. The spots on its face are cute.
Yes, those are a good addition. Either way, it's the same thing. It shouldn't take too long. Either way, how this works is I draw things. I draw the Pokemons, and I'm going in my own very specific order, where it's generation by generation, essentially.
Unless...
Or not generation by generation, route by route.
It's
so
the
all
order
Pokemon
you can get
before
it in
the
the
first
game.
gym, and then the second gym, and then all those things that evolve by level 20, then third, fourth gyms, all things that evolve by level 30, fifth, sixth gyms, all things that evolve by level 40, and that's where we currently are. And we have yet to actually start this route for realsies because you can mess up my order by donating $5 or more, say the name of a Pokemon, and it will be added to my list, and it'll be the first thing that I do. So, any Pokemon on this list that is in white, I have not done yet.
Oh, I'm gonna mute. There's my Porcoin.
Oh, go get that food.
Okay, she got food, so she gonna go do that. Either way, any name that is on this list that is in white, you can donate to have me do it. And if you want to see this list with your own face, there is the link in the description. I here is route level 40, so any Pokemon that is still white on here, I have not done. You can donate $5 to force me to do that one next. Or if you scroll all the way over to column P, is this a column or row? I think this is a column. Column P is all other Pokemon that I haven't done yet, that haven't come up yet. And they're in numerical order, I guess, for the most part. So they're over here. So you can donate for anything out of those 2 rows that are white. Otherwise, I'll just go in the order that they're listed. So up next is Venusaur, and then Venusaur Mega, then Charizard, and then yada 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 yada. So it's a good time. So I will say, Mayhem, if you want to tell us the name of a Pokemon on that list, you did donate $5 or more, so you can choose what we will draw next.
Just let us know.
Yep. And I do see that Tuss is in the chat, so she'll be watching that stuff as well, so that's good.
Thank you, Tuss.
Yes, and of course, no talking about Sword and Shield. It's still pretty new, so I don't want to ruin it for people that have not played the game yet. Because I have really enjoyed the game. So I don't want to ruin the experience for anyone else. Also, spoilers are bad.
By the way, we've been joined by somebody else.
Oh, we have? Who's creeping?
Hey, Shawn, fight me on the internet.
Oh no, it's Moon! Oh dear. I mean, I'm gonna lose this fight, so, you know.
You won't be the first fight against me you've lost.
Oh, looks like Mayhem has chosen Incineroar. So,
nice, good choice.
Incineroar shall be the one that goes onto my list. How do I spell Incineroar? Oh dear. Where is it? Where is Incineroar? There it is.
I just typed it for you.
Incineroar. Incineroar.
Incineroar!
Also, on top of that, Berry Boy has donated $5 and says, "Ho-oh, please. Also, hi, I really love you too and enjoy your gaming channel so much." Well, thank you so much. And,
Ho-oh is the best legendary?
I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion.
It's the second best legendary, actually. Lugia. Oh, excuse me, I
my.
think up suddenly. Lugia is my actual favorite, but Ho-Oh is close behind because Gold was my first game.
I'm gonna find the most asymmetrical Pokemon I can find and suggest it.
I mean, I'll take your money, so you can do what you want. Asymmetrical. Man, that's a good question. Because most Pokemon aren't asymmetrical. Alright, Ho-Oh, get out of that list. You're now over here. Incineroar. You'll have to exist there. Alright, well, I guess I'm not even doing Venusaur yet. I had pulled up Ivysaur here that was going to start working on them, but instead we're going to do Incineroar.
Incineroar!
Incineroar.
Tell me if my muting and unmuting like makes noises for y'all, because I'm gonna start muting myself pretty consistently until these hiccups go away.
No, it sounds good.
I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Do.
So anyway, welcome to the stream, Moon.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Oh boy. Sorry, no, that wasn't a response to you.
Sure.
Notice how wide Incineroar's face is.
Yeah. He's a very wide boy. And I'm also going to actually work off of his pre-evolution because I think I can pretty easily do that. Shoot, what is the second form even named?
Torracat?
Torracat.
That's it.
In sync. There we go.
As much as I wish he stayed a
Quadruped?
and just looked like a cool tiger, I do like Incineroar.
I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And that's
My
fine.
main issue with Incineroar is his fingers coming out of like little stubs.
He has huge hands and tiny wrists.
Yeah.
there's like the fingers, they look sausage-like, and they look cartoony, and I don't know how to draw hands kind of way.
Yeah. I get that. His hands are definitely the weirdest thing about him. Everything else is great. I love, like, in the anime, if he does a bite move, he does it from his belt. Like, because that's where his fire is. So if he uses Fire Fang, he bites from his crotch. Just like a flaming.
Almost nothing of the Pokemon anime.
Sun
and Moon has actually been pretty fun.
It's so charming and cute, and like it actually focuses a lot on the Pokemon.
That's nice. I feel like a lot of the old anime was kind of stifled by its
Bad
formula, really.
acting and formula, yes.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is like, okay, I didn't watch a whole lot of the OG Pokemon anime, so I don't have a whole lot of room to talk here, but it feels like, from the little bit I've seen of like the Gen 6 anime and like the original, it really feels like they broke a lot of the formulas of the old show.
Yeah, they just threw it out the window and said, no, we're not doing that. Where is my ink dropper tool? Where did it go? Like, it's gone.
Yeah, by the time you get to the Gen 3 animes, it's kind of like they've got something really set in stone as to what they want a Pokemon anime to be. And that's kind of no overarching plot, no reoccurring themes. Like, if they try to put something in, it's gone in a couple episodes. It's really just like episode of the day, Ash gets a new badge, Ash gets a new badge, Ash gets a new badge. When he has 8 of them, he goes to the Pokemon League and he loses. So they've basically, first of all, they made him win, which is, fantastic. But second of all, like, having him stay in one place was actually a good change because it allows for the development of any character at all.
Yeah, well, see, and that's the thing too, is like the whole
the school.
It being a like story of the week type series, like that's not the case in Sun and Moon. Like it actually has a progressing plot, and things that happen in the last episode are important in episodes going forward. Not in so much that it's like this huge epic ongoing plot, but like it is consistent with itself.
That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of my concern with the Pokemon anime is that they can't ditch Ash, and they need to. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't think that he has any place anymore.
He won. He needs to fade into the ether. His goal is done.
Like, they could even make a new protagonist that is exactly the same as Ash Ketchum. Like, the same kind of personality and stuff, but just, like, have it not be Ash.
Well, it goes along with the whole thing. He leaves his Pokemon behind every single season to go somewhere else over and over and over again. And it's like, if you just had a new protagonist every time, you wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Because he has so many Pokemon that are just never going to see him again. Because it's not going to happen.
But see, if they do that, they not only lose Ash, but they lose Pikachu. And I don't think they would ever be willing to part with Pikachu as the, like, mascot of the series and as the anime.
Okay, that's
fair. Give us a new Pikachu every series. Here's Pikachu 20. Here's Pikachu Girl.
Yeah, I know.
You don't think they're brave enough?
I completely agree with you. I just don't think that they're brave enough.
Yeah.
To do that.
They weren't strong enough.
Tess over here trying to find the most asymmetrical Pokemon for me.
Oh, doing the Lord's work. I don't even know where I should be starting with this thing, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm also going to admit that I'm feeling kind of tired today, so I don't know.
Well, it also doesn't help that your reference image is like a side profile, like a 3/4 view of his face. And he's making like this very extreme expression.
Rar.
Hrrr.
In Shin, a rar. Also, for some reason, he turns red.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's definitely orange before, right? Yeah, Torracat is orange, but Litten was red. It's weird. It just doesn't make any sense. Alright.
Oh, interesting. Tess always thought Ash's Pikachu was a girl.
It is not. And that was proven in Generation 4.
When they added genders.
When they added genders, and Pikachu... female Pikachus have a hard tail.
Yeah.
Is it a spoiler for me to talk about a new gender difference?
A new gender difference. Of an old Pokemon?
Of an old Pokemon. Is that a spoiler to talk about here?
I didn't know this was even a thing.
So in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they introduced female Eevees having a heart pattern on the white of their tail.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And now in the new games, all the female Eevees have that pattern on their tail. So it's just a canon gender difference now.
Oh. Well, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So, wait, their tail has the heart pattern on the white part?
Yes. So instead of being spiky and small like on a normal Eevee, it is now a looping heart pattern that can be seen as a heart from pretty much any angle.
Oh. Well, that's neat.
Yeah. So both Pikachu and Eevee, being pretty much both mascots at this point, have hearts on the girls.
And you can take that how you wish.
Yeah.
Press F to pay respects.
I mean, Eevee is definitely, like, almost as recognizable as Pikachu.
Yeah.
I honestly wonder if they ended up selling more copies of Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu.
Eevee.
Really?
Yeah.
I would bet
People are
Eevee.
bored of Pikachu.
I am so bored of Pikachu. I don't want anything with Pikachu on it anymore. I hate
Like,
that I had to buy.
Pikachu is so iconic, he doesn't even feel like a Pokemon anymore.
Yeah.
I think that to people outside of Pokemon as a series, they see Pikachu and they go, oh, I love Pikachu. And they recognize Pikachu as being the mascot. But
Yeah.
to people inside Pokemon as a series, I think Eevee resonates more because Eevee has the potential to become an assortment of things.
Yes.
I was really mad when I bought a cup specifically to have like Eevee and its evolutions, and Pikachu was just slapped on there too for no reason. I was like,
like, I
what
don't
are you
want
doing
Pikachu.
in here? It's like, what are you? Who invited you?
Who
You're
invited the mouse?
You're not part of this family.
Wow, rude.
How rude.
Fat Pikachu is indeed the superior Pikachu. I don't know why his design has gotten slimmer and slimmer and slimmer as time has gone on.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
He's
Seems like
he's
he's been-
easier to draw and he's more iconic, being longer.
I want to say that he's been pretty consistent since Gen 4-ish. So, like,
Yeah,
for over
that's
10
true.
years, he's been pretty skinny.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. But my mind is stuck in. Listen, I didn't age past 12, okay?
Give me fat Pikachu or give me death.
12 or
Hey,
10?
when you were 12, the newest games were probably Gen 3.
No, the
and he
newest
was
games were
thin.
the newest games were like Gen 4 at that point. I know, but I still didn't like that he was thinner at that point because I had grown up with images of him being chonker. Yeah, it turns out my pork loin still wasn't quite ready when I put the meat thermometer in it, which makes me wonder if my oven was actually hot enough ever. So, even though it says it's at 375, like, can you really trust it? It's an oven at an apartment.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
But soon. So I will mute myself again soon just to do more pork loin stuff.
That's fair.
Hopefully it's done soon. Seems like you're getting a pretty late supper.
Yeah, that's what happens when like family calls you and you rely on your phone for everything, including telling you how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to cook and your family calls you and you just don't have your headphones around to be able to like multitask that. And you just kind of cry in a corner.
How did I make this head shape? This was... I did this so long ago, I don't even remember how I did it.
Shawn, everything you do on this to me is wizardry, so I can't answer that for you.
I see some shapes and colors.
It exists somehow? Like, IDK, man. This is some actual Sniffer Clips, like, master level up in here.
Have you tried Sniffer Clips?
Oh,
yes,
of course.
I have.
Oh, Sniffer Clips is so cute.
It was so much fun,
It
and I understood
is.
it. It was very easy for me to understand as someone that does this kind of art already. So it's like, oh, I know how to solve this. And Tennelle like, well, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think you were slow to catch on, but like...
No, but I definitely needed to play through a few levels before I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
I get it.
I had
I
some people play
won.
Sniffer Clips the other day who are not artists. They were all very different.
It's always amazing whenever you get somebody who's not used to playing video games to play like puzzle video games and things that are so obvious, like pushing a box on a button or something like that. It's just like,
What happened?
yeah. It was like trying to make people do rocket science.
It's like, just... oh... It's real simple. You just need to... Oh, Lord. Just give it to me. Give it to me. I'll do it. It's fine. I'm very, very bad at backseat gaming. Boop. Oh dear, layering. Layering! It's great! That's how this art works. Oh, that's looking fantastic. Alright, now I just need to grab all 17 objects on this side of the face. Drag them over. I forgot the eyeball itself. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, drag everything over. Object, transform, reflect. As Palutena would say.
It looks so weird with his face off to the side.
He looks like he has something in his mouth in his current state.
Mm.
Like he's just taking a big chomp of something and he won't let go. You're trying to get like the thing out of the cat's mouth and he's carrying it away.
Spit that out.
Rawr! Alright, I'm actually going to move his head up quite a bit because there's nothing below him. Alright, I need to put a mouth on this boy. Still not entirely happy with these eyebrows. Oh. Oh. Is that better? Let's go with yes. Now I just need to get it layered correctly. Layering, 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 layering. Okay. Cheat step.
When I was younger, I had a cat who would play fetch, but it wasn't like a. It wasn't like a trained behavior. It was a I am bringing this to you and I expect you to throw it for me behavior.
That's how Peridot is.
She's like, we're gonna do this now. So I expect you.
Yeah, it's
to
less
work
of a
with
trained behavior and more of a she is training us to play with her. As cats are prone to do.
Yeah. Half domesticated animals. I brought my cats over to my brother's house because I'm staying there for now.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's all the water's frozen in the place I was staying at before. And he has 2 black tabby cats. And I have 2 black tabby cats. His are both girls, mine are both boys. And every time, like if I see one out of the corner of my eye, as long as it's not Pepper, I have no idea which cat it is.
Oh my gosh. Are they all getting along fine?
They're getting along decently, but his are both girls, and this is obviously their territory.
Right.
So they're just not happy about having like 2 strange boys walking around the place. So they're both pretty sassy towards the boys, and when they get kind of rude towards Ocelot, he backs away and he goes like oh, don't hurt me, pretty girl. And when they go after when they go after Pepper, Pepper's like, I will kill you, bitch. He really like in all of his behaviors, he doesn't really act like a male cat like Ocelot does. He acts like he's just another female walking in. It's funny because they thought Ocelot was going to come in here, give their cats a piece of his mind, but it was actually Pepper who came in here and gave their cats a piece of his mind.
This is now my space. You have to share it with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not MySpace.
Oh no.
I want to make a MySpace in 2020
Why would you do this to yourself?
to start my music career.
Yeah. Seems legit.
You're what now?
My new music career.
People...
I'm going to sing. I'm gonna sing old timey shanties.
I thought you were gonna say Old Town Road.
That'll be on the cover album.
Oh, now I need to hear Moon sing Old Town Road.
The very instant I remember what Old Town Road sounds like, I will start singing it for you.
I'm gonna take my horse down the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Got the horses in the back.
Yeah.
I can't ever resist joining in the song. I was like gonna keep myself muted until things were finished, but y'all were singing.
That's
Honestly,
all I know of that song.
Yeah, that's all I know of that song.
To be perfectly
that song too.
perfectly
The
honest,
horses in the back. That's it.
I think I've heard it twice, and you guys singing it was the second time.
okay, you know what?
It's on a lot
I've
of memes.
only heard that song, like, legitimately once. But it stuck with me. So
many
much.
memes. So many memes with that song too. Like it just gets reminded constantly.
Also, Lil Nas is a treasure.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I don't listen to music at all, but everything I know about Lil Nas is he's amazing.
Seems pretty legit.
Yeah, that's basically my understanding of him too. Is like I don't really know his music much or listen to him, but definitely like is a thing. Tuss, you cannot mix up Old Town Road with Country Roads. No.
That's a
Country
song I know.
Road!
Country Roads is literally the anthem of West Virginia.
I think it's the anthem of most
Mount
places.
Mama.
I mean, it literally has the words
Take
West
me
Virginia in it.
home,
Country
roads. I had to sing it in a vocal ensemble in my freshman year of college. And, like, I know all these harmonies now, and now I don't know which one is the real one and which one's the harmony, so I just belt it. No matter what it comes to my head, it just belts out.
Alto
I just
feels.
fucking love that song.
It's a genuinely good song.
It might be because I was obsessed with the movie Whisper of the Heart. It's my favorite Ghibli film.
Oh yeah.
And whenever I hear Country Roads, I think of Whisper of the Heart. So it's a positive connection going both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in that movie?
Yeah, it's the opening number.
Sorry,
It's the English version of Country Roads.
I haven't actually watched that particular Ghibli film, and I feel kind of bad now. Wait, which one is this?
Whisper of the Heart.
It's my favorite for very very personal reasons, I guess, because the main character, she's very much a struggling artist, and she doesn't really know where she fits as an artist, and how she like really fits, especially in relation to the other people in her life. She doesn't feel like she's good enough as one. So I really like the kind of the hard work message that it displays for the main character and her ambitions.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Ghibli films have hard work.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hard
Meanwhile,
work
But
things,
like
and it's
in
great.
the specific realm of artwork and creative passion, and it's a very down-to-earth Ghibli film. Like, I know I say Ghibli, everyone else says Ghibli. It's like GIF to me, anyway. But, it's there's nothing fantastic about it. There's nothing magical about it. It's a story about a girl. And
This
it's
is the story of a girl.
I for me though, Country Roads is like the propaganda that's been thrown at me since I moved to West Virginia. And so like I have a love-hate relationship to it because it can be a gorgeous, wonderful, soul-felt song, and other times it's like, frick, I can hear that from the stadium again. Freaking hate football days here because they can't handle the freaking. Okay, listen, just for people who don't understand, the football stadium shares a parking lot with the only level 1 trauma center in the state.
Oh.
And they closed the hospital for it,
What?
except the emergency room part.
Priorities!
And I'm just saying, like, this town is not made for this. And so I have these are the kinds of mixed feelings I get when Country Road comes to my head.
Priorities!
Football! Woo!
Yay, sports! Do the thing when the points. There's a sick person that needs the hospital right now. Oh, okay. We're fine. All right, whatever. It's fine.
Football! Well, the sick person probably came from the football match, if we're being honest here.
Yeah.
We got a concussion.
Yeah. So, like, on one hand, it's, like, almost good, but on the other hand, they can't staff the hospital because they can't get parking for the staff to even be there at the hospital. So it's, like, it's a vicious cycle. But anyway, I gotta go back to my pork loin yet again.
Go get that pork loin.
Get that meat.
Getting this bread.
Get that bread.
Get that bread. Is that even? Is that even? It's not even.
Yeah, Toast just says football over hospital. America.
America. Stop bleeding on the floor. I'm watching a football game.
Football hospital sounds like an ABC show.
Not only is the a world-renowned brain surgeon. He's also the star player.
The star quarterback
Of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm making up team names.
Wow, you came up with a real football team.
Wait, did I?
I think so. I think it's the Eagles in Philly.
I just made that up.
That's not allowed to be real anymore.
Yeah,
They need
the
to change
Philadelphia
it.
Eagles is a real football team.
Damn it!
I know this because I won at a trivia night a Budweiser shirt. I don't even drink, and it has except for that one time, and it has the Philadelphia Eagles on it, and I won it at trivia.
Damn it! I was supposed to be making a funny about how I'm bad at sports.
Oopsie poopsie.
I say besides that one time and sell giggles.
Oh,
Welcome.
hi Selina.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks. I'm allowed to be here this time.
Yes, you are.
I love barging in on streams.
Were you disallowed before? Did they ban you?
Yes.
No, I think I came in. I thought it was Pokemon Monday, but it was like Thursday or something. I don't have a sense of time.
Yeah,
Time is a social construct.
we were recording a thing for a future episode of
Pokemon.
Shield, and then suddenly, Selina.
Wild Selena appeared. It was yeah. I totally thought you guys were like streaming and it was Pokemon Day. It was not.
Is it
It's
Monday,
okay.
my friends?
I don't know. Is it?
What?
Yes,
I think
Selena.
it is. Okay.
Is it Monday,
Thanks
my
for helping me
dudes?
How
So
is
you're keeping
everyone?
that in the episode, right?
Yeah.
Well,
please.
she didn't actually show up in the episode, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
just like
man.
in between while we were setting up.
That would be so funny, though.
It would.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yo,
Very
hey,
on
what's up,
brand.
everybody?
Just like, what up? It's Selena! And we're like,
It's
Sel, get out.
me. Here to
Not right
fuck your
now.
Shit up.
Leave. Oh no.
No,
Ah!
you cannot make me.
We cannot control the Selena.
You can't. It's true.
Much more enthusiastic about Pokemon Monday now that I know it's a sing-along.
Hell yeah. Well, last week we were singing along with Trolls music. You really
Oh,
missed
hell
out.
yeah.
Oh, so Trolls 2.
Mhm.
On a scale of 1 to 99, how excited are you?
Okay. Well, obviously it's a Trolls sequel, so I am just infinitely excited. But I am a little worried because even though DreamWorks has a really good track record for making good 2s, in my opinion,
Mhm.
I am worried that they are going to spend so much time flipping around to like different storylines that there isn't going to be any character development on some level. And I'm kind of in it for the characters with Trolls, not those weird, like, they're called the snack pack, the extra Trolls, but the Branch and the Poppy. I really like the Branch and the Poppy. So what I want is for them to have some sort of relationship focus, because I like both of them and none of their friends. But maybe they'll develop their friends in a way that's suitable. I have watched almost every episode of their shitty Netflix cartoon just out of desperation, and it's garbage. And,
yeah.
Obviously, as a midquel, like, you can't develop shit in a midquel. So everything's like, haha, funny joke, across the board with Trolls The Beat Goes On. But I understand why it's there, because Trolls is one of the highest-selling children's media franchises right now. So, like, they just keep pumping out Trolls The Beat Goes On, Trolls Toys, Trolls this, Trolls that, and obviously Trolls 2. And I hope that there's a Trolls 14 someday, if they can keep coming up with ideas.
Starring
But-
Moon Kitty.
Look, those fucking Elroy dudes, they got, everyone loves them, and I don't know the first thing besides their Warrior Cats joke, but They got in, but they're only like side characters who say like 10 lines or something, like in the very background of the movie. Like they tweeted recently or something like that they couldn't tell if they were a certain character in the trailer, so they probably have like a collective 10 lines in the background saying random BS. So like if they could only get in that far with how much notoriety they have, then I'm sure even if I was a pop celebrity, I would have trouble getting in.
Moon can even pop celebrity. It rhymes.
Yeah, when I
support
start my MySpace music career, you guys better watch out.
Oh heck yes.
But yeah, excited but worried.
I think that's fair. Because, yeah, the trailers do have, like, it's a very road trip movie.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine when you just got 2 guys. But they have so many characters to develop, and there's too many of them.
Yeah, with any luck, it'll be a similar case to the
warriors?
first movie, where you think it's going to be all these characters, but they're actually only in, like, the first half hour, and then they all get, like, kidnapped, and then it'll just be Branch and Poppy trying to save them
All those
again.
characters getting kidnapped in the first movie was the best thing to happen to the first movie.
Yeah.
Also, one of those characters, I think it's DJ Sookie, was like some like really popular celebrity, and she had like 2 lines, and I don't even understand why she was there.
Cameo?
Yeah.
I guess.
Cameo!
But she was headlined when the movie came up,
Of course.
and obviously she's Gwen Stefani, and she said like 2 things. She sang nothing.
Oh, that's disappointing. Why would you put Gwen Stefani in a singing movie and not have her sing?
For the same reason they cast freaking Beyonce as Nala.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh, is this news to you?
No, it's a joke. When it was announced that it was Beyonce in the movie, there was a lot of gifs going around of people going, Beyonce?
Oh my god, that must be a meme I've totally missed.
Yes, obviously it is.
Probably.
All right. I think that's a finished Incineroar.
I want to see this. I missed all of the progress.
He's an angry boy. He's here to suplex you into the ground.
He's here to suplex me into my heart, you mean?
His grin terrifies me.
I mean, yeah. I don't know how to make that look super better or anything.
Cassio, Moon Kitty explains Trolls lore for 7 hours.
I'd watch it.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
All right.
I would make it, but nobody would watch it except for you.
I want you to catch me up on that show so I don't have to watch it.
Didn't you make a Goatlings video and people watched it?
I did, but it's a guide, like a how-to. So
Maybe a
I'd imagine a
troll's
lot of
how-to?
its view. Oh my god. Look, I have a 17-minute video queued for tomorrow where I'm just talking about stupid BS I want to happen in Warrior Cats. So,
I'm
like,
excited.
17 minutes of me saying the clan should dissolve their border.
What, the super clan? The one clan?
Sort of.
Amazing.
And then at the end I say Tiger Star was right again. Anyway.
United Clans of America.
United Clans of America.
Basically, that is basically what I'm proposing.
You want the clans to be states under one nation, indivisible.
How to make a Trolls
understand
OC
that
by Moon Kitty.
I want to them to have a little bit of understanding that they are one entity. Just that they're not 5 different people. They all live together and work together. What are you people thinking, fighting all the damn time? And it doesn't matter. I go over it tomorrow in my 17-minute video.
Someone's getting heated.
Mm.
All right, time to do Ho-Oh, the rainbow bird that only has like
Time to
3
do
major
Ho-Oh.
colors. How?
Oh, the limits of the original Game Boy Color things.
It's the Thanksgiving rainbow.
I watched a video, a long one, about how 8-bit music works, and not 8-bit music, like 8-bit sound, and why the Pokemon cries in the first game are so limited. Fascinating, but yeah, now I know how you can make the original Pokemon cries. I don't actually.
Cool. As I say,
Right.
munching a carrot.
Oh, let me see if I can find it. I don't know exactly what it was called, but I think if you search up Pokemon cries, like how it's made, there's a video on that.
Oh,
a lot
I'm sure.
of Pokemon have repeated cries in the first generation. Like a lot of them will have the same cry as another Pokemon, but sped up or with a little bit added
Yeah.
at the end. It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Some of them have the exact same one.
They couldn't do like 150 combinations. They had to reuse some.
They ran out of ideas and space. Mostly space.
Mostly space.
Mostly space.
They wouldn't have run out of space if they were any good at what they were making.
How does one program?
They were a magazine. Like
Programming is hard.
They weren't even a game developing company. They were a gaming magazine. And then they started making video games that are terrible. I mean, obviously they're good games, but in programming sense, they didn't know what they were doing at all. And on some level,
I'm still not convinced they do know what they're doing in terms of the recent games. Like, I enjoy the recent games, they're fun and all, but like, there's so many ways this could be improved in terms of coding.
A copy of every texture and Lily in every scene.
Sorry, what?
Oh, you didn't know? In Sun and Moon, there is a copy of Lily's body and every texture for the grass and whatnot, copied into every map. So they're wasting a whole bunch of space putting extra lilies everywhere.
Why?
Because they don't do a good job.
Why would you do this, Game Freak?
I'm guessing it was originally there for some kind of scale, and then it
That would
never
make
got
sense to me.
removed.
Yeah,
But
that...
somebody calculated how much space they were wasting by doing it, and it was a whole lot.
Oh boy.
Wasn't it like, it was like, they had her model again, like repeated copies of that model again for every island and like place you went, rather than having one central storage for all of them that each island pulled from?
Yeah, it wasn't that they were like using it for anything, they just were putting a copy of it in every scene instead of drawing from another one. Out of laziness. Oh, but there's so many things like that. Like somebody once, I read this huge Reddit post where somebody went through how they programmed the catch rate, and found out that they could be doing it in a way simpler way with like way less code if they just changed a few things, and there's just a whole bunch of like just irrelevant strings in the middle.
Oof.
They're a wonderful company.
I still love these games and I have no shame about it.
Oh, I know. I'm not judging anybody who likes them. I don't have. I mean, I've.
No, I know you weren't. I was just saying they could be disasters and still make something pretty. Like, I guess you can. A broken clock is correct twice a day.
Yeah. No. They have this really good game they made that I really, really like. It's semi-recent. It's called Pocket Card Jockey, and it's solitaire. And it's a horse racing solitaire. So, it's just like the better you are at solitaire, the better your horse does in the race. And you kind of steer your horse around to collect experience points for your horse and make it stronger. It's and it's the best game that Game Freak has ever created, and I greatly appreciate it.
What is this on? Wait, hold up.
It's on the 3DS. It's a solitaire game.
What?
I literally recommend everyone play Pocket Card Jockey, because if I start playing it, I will not stop for hours.
Wait, what? This is the most bizarre concept. Why didn't they make like a better version of that instead of Town? Like, I'm sure Town is fine.
Town?
People
I've not
like
really
Town.
heard anything about it.
I've heard that Town has very good music. Other than that, I've heard it's a little frustrating.
I've basically heard that Town is nothing to write home about except for the music, because I think Toby Fox was involved in the music.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't really interested in Town to begin with, but...
I mean, I didn't buy it once I, like, listened to the review and they basically said almost nothing. It was like, yeah, okay, we give this game like a 7 or 8 out of 10, and I'm like,
cool,
well,
that's
why?
not good enough for me to buy.
Well, I mean, they also gave, like, the Pokemon game a 7 out of 10, so...
Well, yeah.
But like, Town itself, like, it just is, like... They were like, well, it functions as a game, and I'm like, yeah, okay, but, like, what does it bring other than that?
I played a lot of JRPGs. You gotta give me more than that.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta give me something to actually want to come into this. Like, Fire Emblem gives me waifus.
Do you have waifus, game?
Town, where are your waifus? What's a waifu? Well,
Listen,
goodbye.
even Britain has a waifu, okay? It's a part of their nationalism.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we got you caught on that person.
Mm-hmm, you did. And I got my other friend caught on that person last night because I was like, hey, watch this video. Watch this video on Queer, and it was just really... And they were like, oh my god, and they sent it immediately to their mom once they got into it, and their mom, like, posted it on Tumblr, like, oh my god, this is everything. I was a double major in philosophy in college, like, this is my shit right here.
Whose mom has a Tumblr?
One of my friends, not anyone you would know. You wouldn't know this person.
I'm just thinking, like, mom went on Tumblr?
Yeah, I was honestly thrown a little bit there too. I'm like, wow, mom's on Tumblr.
What age?
She is the most fandom person I know.
Hell yeah.
That's like an adult. Like, I'm seeing, like, she has always been like, she was reading fan fiction back in the days where it was like you had to be on an email chain to like get the fan fiction.
But
Oh,
like Tumblr
bless.
mom, or not Tumblr moms, fandom moms have been a thing forever. And there were, I feel like a few years ago there was like
I don't
this
feel like she's a fandom mom though. She just is a person in fandom. Like, she's not. I akin this woman more as my equal than most people do, and she mostly is friends with younger people because she's just like
Into fandom.
she's just like a mid-20 something. Like, she's always kind of like she's always kind of like flailing in the same way we are.
I thought like Tumblr, or not, I keep saying Tumblr moms. Fandom moms were just like people in fandom that were like moms, like had children. Not like, you know, fandom mom. I get what you're saying.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
as compared to like a mother that is only into it because their child is. Is that what we're trying to say?
That's another kind of fandom mom. Holy crap. There are like 3 different kinds of fandom moms now.
You have too many
But yes.
fandom moms in here.
Well,
Okay,
now
no.
I'm confused. What are the other kinds of fandom
Long
moms?
story short, I have spread
late.
philosophy tube to the world.
Good.
Solid. Well, there's the fandom moms that are like people in fandoms that are like moms, like they have children. And then there are the fandom moms that are like the ones that got canceled on Tumblr a few years ago. There was like discourse about how it's like, why are you 30-year-old women in these fandoms trying to control children? It was a big problem.
Oof.
Like, not saying that like if you're an adult, like you can't be in a fandom, but we've all seen it. I think we all kind of like get the idea, but I think it was a big problem in like, oh god, like what, I don't know, other fandoms for sure. There were like these, you know, middle-aged women that would have like Tumblr blogs and interact with the youth, but they were very like, you do what I say because I'm older. And,
Because I'm your mom.
Ugh.
Because I'm like 50 or older, and I'm just over here like, okay, boomer.
I am here to weigh in on this phenomenon.
If our kind of fandom proves anything, it's that your age means literally nothing to your crappy opinions.
Oh,
So true.
Avalon's in here now.
Hello.
Hello.
Man, it's a
Can you
party
guys hear me
today.
at all?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
heard
I
you
just-
earlier, just Moon was already on like her next statement.
I just came in at the right time apparently because, yeah, like the issue with the Tumblr fandom mom thing was that they were like, I don't know if I want to say the word grooming because that has a context, but the problem is that they were encouraging very toxic behavior with younger fans.
Gotcha.
And that was the problem. Like, it's not just like they were just there and being like, oh, hey, you should stay in school and make responsible choices. It was go spam this person's inbox full of hate because they disagreed with me, and you are on my side in this because I'm the older fan and you follow what I say.
So it had less to do with, well, okay, I guess that is a little bit to do with them being older authority figures. I was gonna say, it has less to do with them being, like, older people in the community and them just being toxic in general, but no, it does sound like they were
Right.
kind of trying
Like,
to
it's
use
a
their
combination
age as a...
of the two.
Yeah, that sucks.
I feel like
And that
Cassandra
is-
Clare was a Tumblr mom.
Who?
Oh my god, was she?
She's the one who wrote the Mortal Instrument. No, yeah, yes. The
Yeah,
Mortal
so that was
Instruments,
Cassandra Clare.
Yeah.
I didn't know she even knew Tumblr existed, to be honest.
She is on Tumblr. Like I
Oh,
feel like she got her
no.
start like in the fandom. She wrote Harry Potter fan fiction for the longest time, which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But she's a fandom person and kind of the worst. I should not slander Cassandra Clare. Let's not do this. But
Don't put your career at risk, Selina.
I've heard some things.
I want to hear the Cassandra Clare tea, even though I haven't read any of her books.
I know.
I don't know who
Here,
this
but
is.
I know all the tea.
Mortal Instruments. Have you heard that before?
Yes.
Okay, well, Tennelle,
Let
Uh-huh.
me hear
Tennelle
all
half
the
of the brain.
I've heard of the things.
I mean,
I read the first 2 books of it, and I was honestly bored of it at that point. Like, in
I
the second
know
book.
absolutely nothing about it. I just know that it's a book series.
Okay,
Like-
my life is spent convincing like the white girls in my grad program.
The Mortal
love
Instruments is the
series.
Shadow Hunters, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Shadow Hunters.
I'm pretty
I
sure my
haven't read
sister
one
read
book.
and liked this book, which
You're not
told me
missing
that it
much.
was bad.
It's not very good, and here's why. I don't know what, like, she is out of her mind. I don't know why she did this, but the 2 main characters who are like into each other, they're like fake siblings.
No.
Okay. No, I can
yeah,
go
they
into
like
detail.
set them up as like, yeah, you're definitely siblings, and then she like retcons it because
Oh,
she
yeah.
likes the ship.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
is it
no,
like
but
up on
she-
Poppy Hill style?
There's like 10 layers of shit here that I can go into because I have not read these books, but everyone is really adamant about me reading them. So I learned all of the shit because I needed to know why everyone wanted me to read these books and review
I
them.
just can't get
It's
behind.
wild, man.
I can't get behind an author who's like, let me promote incest. I mean, it's like, and then she could be like, oh, it's not technically, they're not technically related. I'm like, dude, you spent like 3 books telling the audience / readers that these 2 are siblings.
Did
and
they
you
grow
bring
up
them
as
in
siblings? Down on that.
book. Like, that's
I
gross.
I gotta go off on this because it is worse than you think.
Go,
Okay,
Avalon, go.
I want to briefly touch on what Tuss has just typed to us about like Cassandra Clare apparently suing people for writing fanfic on her series
Please,
and
not
plagiarizing that fan fiction too. So
Yeah.
like,
Yikes.
Plagiarizing it?
Cassandra Clare's
yeah.
pure trash, especially because Mortal Instruments is thinly veiled Ginny X Draco, but we'll get there.
Oh!
Now that is a shit.
That's
some
that's
piping
the
hot
tea. That is
Started
the
off
tea.
Writing Harry Potter fan fiction, and I believe one of them was called Mortal Instruments. It was Ginny X Draco. Prior to that, she had written NC-17 fan fiction of Ron and Ginny.
What? No.
And-
No.
That explains everything.
And then
Ouch.
later on, when she realized, oh, the publishing industry isn't going to look kindly on that because what happens with
Because we're publishing for children. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fine. It's not.
so with Jason Clary, they start off thinking they aren't related, find out
Aw.
that they do share a dad, but then find out that the I think the boy is actually
Jace is
like
adopted.
adopted.
Yeah, he was
so
like
they aren't
stolen.
biologically related.
He wasn't even like really adopted. He was
Hey,
like stolen, adopted.
Yeah,
Sean?
but then there's another
Yes?
cat.
Whoa,
You
wait,
might
wait.
want to look at a more side, like even side angle of Ho's beak.
Why?
Because that one is at an angle that you're looking at it from the bottom, and the bottom of their beak, of its beak, looks a lot bigger than it is.
She does have a good point there.
If you look at
Yeah,
pretty
that
much
feels
any
accurate.
other Ho artwork, you're gonna see that the beak is actually a little bit more top heavy than bottom heavy. Sorry, I'm not trying to like criticize you or anything. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Nope, it's good to know. He's looking at it now.
Oh, you mean like the thickness?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
The bottom of Ho's beak is actually thinner than the top of Ho's beak.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant like it was shorter. I'm like, I don't believe you.
Oh no. It's just there's like you're seeing it from the bottom in this picture, and that's why it looks so thick.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you are correct. That's a
All right.
thick beak right
Dummy,
there.
dummy thick.
So
All right.
going back,
The clap of his beak alerts all the guards.
I don't know if any of y'all were
Colonel.
Divergent fans, but Veronica Roth has written another book.
I was a
Nope.
Divergent fan for like the first book, and then the rest of them fell flat.
Yeah.
There, that looks better.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes,
That's much
looks
thinner.
So good.
All right.
Massively
You guys
white.
want to brace yourselves for the next revelation on Cassio?
Yes, yes.
All right,
Or should
back
I
to
stop?
this. Back to this
All right.
garbage.
So, I forgot the channel's name because they haven't updated in a long time. I think it's The Authentic Wanderer or something, but they have like a 5 or 6 part series on the Mortal Instruments and how bad it is. Entirely because people kept demanding I read these books, and I knew it was going to be one of those things where they want me to hate it. So I had to find out why. And so you have all that with Clary and Jace being related but not. And then it's like, oh, it's okay. Now they're not related. Well, whatever. There's
been
another
sexual
character.
tension from the start, by the way. It didn't go away when they discovered they were siblings. They just
Right,
were like
but they were
into
just
it.
stayed the whole
Still
damn
making
time.
out when they
Yeah,
were, they
in the
were
movie,
like,
too.
we're siblings.
Movie?
But we're just gonna.
There's a
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
of
in the
this?
movie, it sucked.
Yeah.
There's a
If that-
movie
if
and
I
a
was reading
show.
A book and they found out they were siblings and they kept going, I would not keep reading the book. Like I wouldn't even find out that they weren't actually siblings. I would just stop there. So that
Yeah, the early ops were a fucking wild time.
ugh,
Yeah,
I hate that
I-
shit. So
I have
And
no
then-
idea how it was published. Who is responsible for this?
Like,
Clace is the worst ship, and you can't convince me otherwise.
oh no, there's a worse one. Are you ready?
Oh
So
no.
there's another guy who is actually related to Clary.
Oh
who
right, that's right. And he's like
is a
actually
love
sexually
interest.
obsessed with her.
Oh, of course.
And then Cassandra Clare herself commented on this and said that it has something to do with like the gods because the Greek gods were always screwing their siblings and he wants to be like them, and like she phrases this not as a problem because he wants to screw his sister who is literally biologically his sister, but because he's trying to be like the gods, and that's hubris, and that's what's
that's
wrong with
disgusting.
So no, Cassandra Clare is garbage. Throw the whole series out. I don't
So
care.
she's
Like these books could be amazing.
associated
I don't give a shit.
incest with godliness.
They're not.
Cool. Cool. I hate it.
So yeah, that's all of
Why
that
do?
mess.
Who asked for this? No one, Cassandra.
Literally no one.
No one.
No, even in Greek myth though, like that's not like why it happens. It happens because there's no other option.
Yeah.
And yet this is a best-selling series with 2 visual adaptations now. And I hate it, and I've never even read these books, and I honestly don't know if I'm comfortable with it. Because as much as I'm, like, definitely someone who purports, you know, fiction is a place where you can explore darker themes, go nuts with it, do whatever the hell you want.
Well,
The
there's a
author
difference between
herself
darker
doesn't seem to
themes
see a
and-
problem, and that's concerning.
Yeah.
The
I think that there's like a rule, right? Where like if you're going to showcase something dark in your media, you can't glorify it. Like, that's
Yeah,
the difference
don't
between
glorify.
showcasing something that's dark and showcasing something that's inappropriate, and that is how glorified and accepted it is within the media, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also a matter of, at least for me personally, if you want to explore something in fan fiction that's not canon, that's not going to affect the wider media in any way, that's one thing. If it's the literal fucking canon and it's glorifying and romanticizing it, that's a whole other deal.
Yeah.
Also, it's like for
It's
children.
super. Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
for
read
like
this
teenagers.
I read this when I was like 13. I'm like young and impressionable. I think everybody else who was like picking it up was like around my age. You
Well,
know, so
yeah.
it's like if you're writing for children, you can't just do whatever the fuck you want.
I
Unfortunately.
think when this was published, new adult wasn't a thing yet. If it was to be published nowadays, it would have to be new adult, and I
New
will
adult.
never accept otherwise. New adult is for like college age, so like not teenagers, but not,
Oh,
adults,
it's like a
you-
step above YA.
like the
or-
20s.
16. Like the
What-
characters were young.
Did they age her up in the
they
movie
were.
then?
Where
It
in a
was-
bookstore does new adult end up?
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's
It
the thing,
doesn't.
unfortunately.
Thank you.
Readers and publishers, at least the publishers that I've like experienced anything with, really want new adult thing, but bookstores are just kind of not doing that, and a lot of mainstream publishers aren't doing it. So, shrug.
Maybe when all the bookstores die,
Yeah.
that's something to look forward to.
Well, independent bookstores are making a comeback, which is good news for me.
Mhm.
The mainstream ones are going out though, and good fucking riddance. Anyway. But yeah, like stuff like A Court of Thorns and Roses is supposed to be new adult because it has themes that appeal to the young adult audience, but it has explicit sex in it, so it's not supposed to be for teenagers. But it keeps
Sarah
getting
J.
shoved-
Maas.
That is indeed quite explicit sex.
It is
Speaking as
very
someone who has
explicit.
read that book.
Okay, I guess I have a question for you then. Would something like the Dresden Files fit into that now? Or is that still more of an adult thing?
I haven't read the Dresden Files. I always thought it was marketed as an adult book, but
Oh, absolutely.
I still think the Dresden Files would fall under adult because it doesn't play with as many themes that appeal to younger audiences.
Other than the magic
maybe
angle.
it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the new adult could be a thing in terms of that to like help it reach the people who would read it just for the.
I read those in like mid to early high school.
Yeah.
And the first book starts with two people dying while having sex because their hearts exploded everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
that-
describe it in
that's awesome.
detail.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I almost forgot. I almost forgot that was how that started.
That's how the book series starts. And yeah, the main character definitely has sex like throughout many of the books.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far yet. He's just still just a big dumb right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that changes.
Yeah, he's a big misogynistic dumb all the time, and it's kind of the reason I had to stop reading the books because like
yeah, I think that's
every
why
single
I didn't
book,
actually get past like book
Ugh.
4.
Yeah.
every single book there is a paragraph where because these are from the point of view of the main character, the main character's like, I know it's
I just-
considered old-fashioned, but I like to hold doors for women because
Yeah.
I
He's
feel
like,
that
I
am the
I
man,
just
and that's a
chivalry.
thing I do, and chivalry
He's
is
like-
a good thing. I'm like, oh my god, stop.
Just shut up, please.
It happens every single book, the
It
same
does happen every
paragraph.
single book because he literally retells you again, even though you're on like the 12th book of the series, who
How
he is.
chivalrous he is, and I'm like, shut up. Just get to the wizard crime solving.
Yeah, like
The
I'm
wizard
here for
crime
the really
solving is
cool,
really
interesting
good.
magic stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool and interesting magic stuff.
and then he's just like this chauvinistic asshole the whole time. And I can tell you right now that this is a problem with Jim Butcher because I've read one of his other series and it's similar.
Like the same kind of thing.
Yeah, there is a lot of male gaziness to it.
Oh yeah, because anytime a female character shows up too, it's like it's like what
And
you
she
see.
had tits,
Yeah,
and this is what they
no.
looked like.
Yeah.
It's like, and this is the way the curve went and how the sun reflected off of it.
And
And
she
Yeah.
was super
I
sexy
feel like
and hot.
a lot of those posts of like how a male writer describes a female character memes that go around. I feel like
Oh,
from what
yeah.
you're describing, they probably started here.
male writer describe writing for female character, and it's like periods were her
boobs
favorite
bounced
time
breastedly.
because it reminded her of her womanhood. And it's like,
What the
Whoops.
fuck?
God, I have read so many like young adultish things for boys where the female characters, if they switched their perspective, don't act like any girl I have ever thought of or met. Like it will switch to a female perspective in a book with a male main character written by a male author, and the female perspective will,
Sorry.
the female perspective will be like
beautiful.
comparing her tits to other people's tits.
Yeah.
And like thinking constantly about how she's going to use her body to like get people's attention and things like that, and that just doesn't happen. It doesn't go
I
through someone's
hate
head.
Listen,
it.
if you're thinking about another woman's tits, it's because you're gay for her, okay? Like, end of story. Just let it be that way. Like,
I remember one specifically, and it was like in a younger aimed
All right.
novel. I think it was about.
Hold on 5 seconds.
Okay.
All right, now that we have finished the 2 requests, I'm moving on to doing Venusaur now. And if you want to choose what I draw instead, while we talk about women's tits, you can donate $5 or more and say the name of a Pokemon, and I will draw it for you. Please note that Pokemon I've already done, I won't be doing again, so you can go to my list in the description and you can see all Pokemon that are done. Purple names are done, orange names are done, any Pokemon name listed in white I have not done yet. Have at it. Okay, Moon, you can go back to talking about
Okay, boob time.
boobies.
Anyway. So I was reading a young adult novel for boys, and it was about like some kind of wizard adjacent something or other, I don't remember, but it switched to a female character's perspective, and I was really excited about it. I was like, wow, they're gonna like do like a whole chapter from stupid boring love interest girl. I was like, yeah, yeehaw, I'm gonna learn more about her. And the entire time she's thinking like, that lady over there, I'll never compete with her bosom and shit like that. And I'm thinking to myself like,
Wait,
why
bosom?
is-
Her chest.
You mean bosom?
bosom.
you know, I can't speak or think, so well,
Words
what
are
I'm
hard.
saying-
I get it.
What I'm saying
Be
is,
nice to my
like,
phone.
I waited and waited and waited for her to think of something that wasn't her own body, because she was constantly being like I felt my hips, and I was paying close attention to my tiny wrists and things like that.
My
and I'm thinking to
tiny
myself,
wrists.
It's like, do you think that the only thing that goes through a person's mind if they're a woman is what makes them different from a man? It was like he was trying too hard to make sure you knew you were reading from the perspective of somebody who was physically smaller than a man, and it's like, stop. Nobody
Just
is
saying,
constantly
too.
thinking about how their wrists are tiny, and that's so heteronormative and cis-normative and
Like half
It's
the
not-
time I
it's
even
not
forget
even-
that I have
It's not even
boobs.
real though. Like, I'm just saying, like, I am very much a woman, and I'm very much not smaller than other men, and also my wrists are significantly large. Like, they just, like, my wrists go almost straight into my thumb, yo. Like, it's there's nothing tiny about these wrists at all. Like,
Water, you could probably put one finger all the way around mine.
yeah, probably I could, but like
Water.
this is not a standard woman. What you're writing, like,
Like, yeah.
Do you expect them to write about a woman who's not a Victoria's Secret model? Unrealistic.
Oh god, and it was like medieval fantasy-ish too, and they were Victoria's Secret models.
this is
Oh,
why
of
like
course.
the freaking Tiger
Oh.
series. I can't remember what it's called now. Gosh darn it, Tiger's Curse, I guess. I think. Like, where like the main character was like a really she was just a normal woman, but she was like, I'm plump, and it's like reading from her perspective was refreshing because like it never even like really mentioned per se like any specific thing about her body. Just sometimes she was like, I feel a bit self-conscious right now because like I don't feel like I fit the like stereotypical mold. And then it would be like she's in this just like gorgeous dress and she feels really beautiful, and like the guys she's into are like, this is how I see you always. Like I thought that like that's why those books were good to me, even though they're really not the best books. I feel like I'm the only person who read Tiger's Curse now. Oh no.
I
Yeah,
don't have
know
any idea
these.
what you're talking about.
Oh no.
I'm glad it was good, I guess.
Tiger's Curse was like fantasy, and it was like she sees a white tiger at a circus. Turns out it's a prince who's been trapped as a tiger for literally
I've read
centuries.
this. Wait, is this Angela Carter?
No, this is Colleen Hook.
Okay. I've definitely read a similar story.
People out here knowing
and it's
author
like
names.
and it's like Egyptian lore for the most part.
Yeah.
Here I put in the thing there. It's actually like I thought it was still pretty good. Like it's not like anything huge to write home about, but I really enjoyed it. But like those kinds of like BS things that they do, just that's why Tiger's Curse was refreshing, was just because it didn't mention those kinds of like, I have these tiny women wrists and look at me, I'm fragile.
In particular, like wrists. Why?
Yeah.
Like you got a wrist fetish, Mr. Author? Like what's going on here?
I mean,
Definitely does.
obviously.
Well, you know what he's putting around the wrists, right?
Well,
Magic.
Yeah,
Magic incantation.
Did this
yeah.
suddenly take a bondage turn?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
sure did.
I sure
Cool.
did just take it there, and it's not because of
It's
philosophy.
too real.
All right. Just wanted to double check that's where we were headed.
All right, I'm
now
done.
I'm just
Bowie.
thinking about this poor. Oh, I feel so bad about this. This guy sent me a book to review, and I had to tell him I couldn't do it, and I feel really bad about it.
Oh.
You couldn't
Okay.
finish it.
But it's set during the Roman campaign in Scotland, and it's like a historical. I don't even know if you call it fantasy or just straight up historical.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this thing, and it was an independent author. He sent this book to me to review, like just sent me a free copy and said, hey, would you please review this? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do my best. And he warned me ahead of time that there are, it's an adult book, there are some adult scenes, including those that might be uncomfortable because Romans and Scottish and things happened there. And I was like, oh, if it's just like a scene or two, I'm sure I'll be fine. Like I'm not super bothered by that kind of content. And then it ended up being like there was a sex scene or a mention of sex or characters talking about sex or how they wanted to have sex like almost every other freaking page. And I was like, damn it.
I'm like, I can't do this.
You misinformed me, sir. You said it was going to be a couple scenes.
Yeah.
It would be like this. And it's just reminding me of like how this whole conversation, because it was a female main character from the perspective of a guy, and I'm like, on the one hand, a woman with sexual agency, yay. On the other hand, it's literally all she thinks about. And like, I think I tapped out. There was a scene where like, she was a young woman, early 20s, and she was like having a bath with some of her female friends because communal bathing is a thing that existed at the time. And then like her dad walks in, and they're like, oh, whatever, it's the dad. I don't care about this. But he like makes some kind of like dirty comment about the friend, and like they're like, oh, haha, what a joker. He obviously isn't gonna do anything. He's just being silly. And I'm like, I feel like what you were intending here was to show that this culture is less stuck up about nudity than the other culture in this book. But what you did was make something really uncomfortable.
Right.
Don't. No. And I just
Did you send the guy back these notes, or did you just say no, I can't do it?
he was very polite about the whole thing. I just said, no, dude, I can't. Like, the book was already published. It wasn't like he was gonna unpublish it.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't, like, up for editing or anything. It was just done.
Yeah, like, it was the first book. He'd already gotten the sequel out. There is no going back there. I just said, I cannot possibly review this because I will tear it to absolute fucking shreds, and you gave this to me for free, so I would feel bad doing that, but I cannot. And he, accepted that answer, said thank you for my time, and never bothered me about it again. So,
That's
thankfully, that ended well. But, yeah, just the whole male authors writing female characters and what a reasonable expectation of female behavior is.
I mean, I have definitely read books by male authors where they have written good fiction.
Yeah.
With believable female characters. But, like, sometimes you just get those people who think women are a different species.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not what am I trying to say? It's not like a, yeah, we know not all men sort of a thing, but it's definitely like a prevalent problem with male authors trying to write like women.
Yeah.
Where they just like, I'm like, have you
this
met
way.
a woman before? Like, you're just I don't know, I just think they're bad writers.
Yeah, like, I've seen some female authors with some very misogynistic takes on female characters, but I've never seen a female author screw up a male character like that.
Where all they think about is their dick.
But that's
I've
accurate.
never seen something like that happen.
But that's more accurate of a male
I've
character.
definitely
Yeah,
read
it
that
actually
in,
is.
I've definitely read that in fiction with male main characters, though.
What the
Yeah.
Like, I've seen that in fiction with male characters by male authors. I haven't seen it with male characters by female authors.
It's kind of odd, because, like, young adult fiction, it seems to go a little bit harder with sexual themes than you would think for something within that age group demographic,
You never know
Like-
what you're gonna get with a YA novel.
And they
I've-
scream from on high, "Young adult!"
I've read things that, for all intents and purposes, every single beat was, like, on the same, like, intellectual level of Foxcraft or Warrior Cats, but then the characters have sex in the middle.
Yeah.
That's horrific.
Why?
I don't know.
That's actually horrific.
Venusaur with a
Don't
mustache.
like that.
Sorry, I'm just watching the actual like art going on. It's just like mustache Venusaur.
Important.
Mustache.
Yeah, but I'm sure that I'm gonna have a whole video on the topic of young adult versus new adult and these kind of themes in certain literature, because there's a whole debate that I feel the need to weigh in on. And it's not going to be a fun video, but it's going to happen.
I mean, it sounds like new adult could really like help kind of bridge that gap a little bit, because yeah, there's so much young adult, like, you have no idea if the limit is going to be like them thinking dirty thoughts about each other or like actually having sex. You just have no idea what you're going into.
And
yeah,
honestly, I feel like with a lot of these YA novels that are, should be technically new adult, it's like the sex scenes aren't good.
Yeah.
They're not good.
They're really
So
boring.
bad.
And then I did the penis.
Oh my god! If you're Sarah J. Maas, it's
That'll be my novel.
Who is this?
I've been reading 50 Shades of Grey. I don't want to hear a fucking complaint out of any.
That's true.
We're
I will
done
say
with
the
it
Sarah
now,
J. Maas
thank
stuff,
God.
like, sure, like, it wasn't the best, but
It was
Like-
pretty terrible.
like, it's not 50 Shades bad. Like,
I just remember it surprised
It's
me.
true.
oh, hi,
Oh,
Tess.
hello.
Hi.
You
I know
surprised
Tess has
me.
been creeping in the chat for a while now.
Hello.
I feel a little better.
Good.
Aw,
Hey,
That's
I'm
glad to
glad.
hear.
Good. I'm glad.
But yeah, the A Court of Thorns and Roses, I remember reading, and then suddenly there was a sex scene, and I was like, wait a minute. Is this
What?
allowed?
Is that
Can
allowed?
you do this?
Is
What's
this
the
legal?
rating on this book? You know. Just because I wasn't used to reading anything that had sex scenes in it.
I feel like they're good for like babies' first sex scenes. If you're going to have them, like they're
It
not.
wasn't very, yeah, but it was
Oh.
boring.
Yeah, I
You
know.
what? Oh, I've heard
Which
is
makes all the
really, really
discomfort
bad.
better. Sorry, what?
You know what I've heard is really, really bad is the ones in Game of Thrones. I have heard nothing but terrible things about those in specific.
Oh, I read the first book of that series and I just skipped over any time.
It's not really
Like-
plot relevant. 90%.
That's what my
Yeah,
mom
nothing
did whenever she read
related to the
50
plot that
Shades.
happened here.
She actually skipped all the plot.
How is 50 Shades without any?
Oh no, I was talking about Game of Thrones. No.
Oh no,
we-
I was mentioning it because my mom had. In her opinion, it was just like, well, the plot's not like uninteresting if I remove the sex scenes.
What a glowing review.
I know.
Okay, so I read the first Game of Thrones book, and I don't remember there being like a lot of sex scenes.
They
There were,
just
like,
kind of happen and then they're
two,
done.
I remember.
Well,
Right,
It's-
they
the
were
whole
it's
more
like-
into
happened.
the
like-
show because they aged up characters.
Ah,
They're younger in the books.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
doesn't
they're, like,
stop the sex scenes,
kids
but there's
in the
less
book.
of them, I think.
Yeah, the sex scenes are weird and come out of nowhere, and they don't really have anything to do with the plot, really. It's just kind of characters are like, we're horny now, we're gonna have sex. Thanks, Edard, that was a great sex. I hope I have a child. And then we move
that was
on.
literally what happened.
Yeah, yeah. Like, the one between Catelyn and Eddard Stark is like the only one I remember from the first book.
There were some like implied, oh, not implied, explicit but not like graphic sex scenes between Daenerys and
Oh,
her
right,
husband.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
There is a lot of sex between Daenerys and her boy.
See, that's the thing. It's like I forgot that they're even in there, and then like we start listing off, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess it is in there a lot. It's just so
Like, nonchalant,
yeah.
I think is a good way to put it.
It's just kind of like a fact of the book rather than like we're having a sex scene now.
It's like, no, characters
Like,
are having
even the
sex.
characters seem kind of bored of it. They're just like, well,
Yeah.
it's that time.
Yes, it's happening.
Man, as I work on this thing, it gets uglier and uglier. Which is what it's supposed to look like.
It's a big fat toad.
Yeah.
Oh, how much you love Venusaur.
I am so sorry, Selina. I'm about to do a voice call on my server.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I can't record.
Yeah, I'm just apologizing to you in specific because you've been
Okay.
there.
I've
What?
been there. I've been providing the goods. Okay. I want to see people fight now.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's always fun.
Oh dear.
Look at how
Um,
fast they are.
They're so fast.
What?
Oh,
If I
oh, I
were-
see.
If I were able to record right now, I guess I could record, but I think my roommate is like gonna go to sleep, so I'm not gonna scream or whatever. Not that. Actually, I was gonna say not that any of these require screaming, but that's not true.
Everything in
wanna
Moon Kitty's
use-
life involves screaming, okay?
You ever want to use
Hmm,
bandit
I've
screaming?
never read Dawn of
Yeah.
the Clans. I guess Starflower seems like a character I could play.
Starflower.
You can play Starflower.
Yeah.
Okay, bless.
Oh,
Just
Oh my
so
God.
wait, you're just like asking for like people
Voices.
asking for people to submit voices? Is that,
I
is that what's
made-
going on?
I made voice acting a Patreon award.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I did know that you
Um,
had patrons doing it. I didn't know it was just kind of first come, first serve.
Yeah, no, it's first come, first serve, landslide, choose your own adventure over here.
Huh.
I realize that I'm not actually supposed to be in that call because I don't think I'm at that tier of Patreoning.
Oh no, it's every
Patronage.
tier. Every tier is
Oh, every
voice acting.
tier.
Yeah, it's
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I feel like we lost half of our viewers because we went talking about the sex.
Well,
You're welcome.
It
It
happens.
was a good rant.
Not the sex.
See,
Sorry.
I don't think I'm ever gonna work on a book that is gonna have like explicit sex, but I know that like some of the other editors in my department like do have to read these books that have like sex in them.
and then
I
they
know
have to
only
critique it,
people-
don't they?
I know. They have
Like,
to be like they
people-
literally have to write the author a letter like, so this is working.
Hey, so this isn't how vaginas work?
Oh my god.
There's a lot of people.
That probably
you know, like,
happens a lot more than you would think.
I
My friends
know.
my age
That's
that
why I
they just-
said it.
they all skip over those scenes. Everybody I know who reads, that actually still reads, they're like, I just skip those.
Yeah.
Nobody's really into it, so.
The sex scenes of
I
any
mean, I
book?
feel like
I'm into them.
I feel like if you want to read a sex scene, you're in a very specific frame of mind where that's the only thing you want to be reading. So just having it in a book in general,
It's just
Seems a
kind of
little-
like,
Well, yeah.
eh.
I did
It's
think it
just
was weird. I had
kinda
a
weird,
friend.
right?
I had a friend who read romance novel. He loves romance novels, and he told me that he always skipped the sex scenes, and I was like, "Isn't that why you read them?"
I'm horny in my heart.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know, you're like all talking about this and like, I mean, yeah, the sex is great, but like, I do like a little bit of preamble beforehand.
Character relationship.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Why are they boning? Why should
just
I
want them to
care?
hold hands.
Yeah, why should I care that they're boning?
This is important to me.
It is important
So-
that is important. It is an important factor that they always leave out. This is a good point, Shawn. But why they bone?
They leave it out in Warrior Cats too. All they did was look at each other.
and then it's suspiciously cut to black.
All they did was look at each other, and suddenly there are
You
4
could-
kids in the
you
nursery.
could-
Wiggle,
yeah,
wiggle, wiggle,
you-
wiggle.
You can go the stroll in the forest method. You can go the pelts brushing method.
Didn't
Okay, and then One
Didn't
Star
Deathwing-
ruined it by just straight up saying it.
didn't
Well,
Devil-
Mated.
Crowfeather too. Crowfeather was like, man, I regret everything
I shouldn't have
did
done
with
that."
Nightcloud.
wasn't Devwing listening to a couple one time, and she was like, "Oh, I better stop."
Brackenfur and
Brackenfur and
Sorreltail. I specifically remember
And
that. She's
Shortly
like,
thereafter.
I
definitely
specifically
have to
remember that
go.
because she's just like, oh, Brackenfur and Sorreltail are out in the woods. Better stop listening.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, cute. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, 'cause
My
it shows
innocent
some of their
ears.
conversation, and she's just like, "Oh, this is
Who
going
was I
somewhere."
talking to who was like in Survivors? They actually have explicit dog sex scenes.
Oh,
Not
What?
explicit as in graphic, but like it's like pointedly
It's obvious
they're
that's what's
mating.
happening.
Yeah.
Wait. In the
I'm
Dog
so glad
Warriors?
In
Yes.
the Dog
No.
Warriors.
No.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it, but it's basically I read it. It's the scene where like one of the dogs was like observing 2 other dogs going at it, and she didn't really know what was going on, but she was like describing this happening. She's just like, "Why is he on top of her? Why
what y'all doing?"
is he licking her like that? Why does he have his teeth around her scruff? Like, what's going on?"
Oh, that's
no.
super uncomfortable. Why? I'm uncomfortable. No. I feel violated.
Ernst,
that
you're
get
like
you?
our grandma. You cannot write sex scenes, please.
How does one sex?
I don't want to learn from Aaron Hunter.
Oh,
but I do
Jared.
love how after 15 years, Kate Carey was finally like, they have sex, damn it!
What a wild card.
Oh, Kate, she hates the Warrior Cats head plushies. She just hates
I know.
I mean, reasonable. They're not.
Does
They're-
anyone like them?
They're bad.
Oh, that
Like
is
the
a good
real
question.
things are so nice.
I do
Yeah, like the
really
actual
want to
full
get the
plushes
Jade
are
Feather
really
plush.
cute. I love them.
Why
Yeah,
did this
I
also
I
have
get
to
the
be a
little
thing?
heads though for my godson, just because he likes stuff like that, and you could throw them.
Yeah,
God damn it,
like that's what you
Cassio.
do. That's what you use for toddlers, for sure.
My bones are so
so
dry.
Why didn't that person ever make more videos?
Those videos were so good.
It is truly the most iconic Warriors video.
Shut it.
This tea tastes terrible, Sheriff.
Pulling your fucking weight.
Do you pulling your fucking weight?
I swear to God, Ray plays that video like once a week.
Oh
It's
my god,
so
me and Ari's
funny.
entire relationship is just quoting that movie.
Like Ray
back and
doesn't
forth.
understand anything about warrior cats but what I tell him and Moon Kitty's videos. But he will play that video, like, if I look even remotely sad, that video goes on.
Okay, wait. Someone link me. I forgot the title of it.
It's called Aaron Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Just Google, just YouTube search Aaron Hunter, and it's the one with like all the cat art. It's
Yeah.
By,
in lowercase.
Coco, I
Coco.
think, is the channel. Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama Coco. Yeah, that's right.
I see, Sheriff. What is it, Kate?
How are you doing that? Doing what?
Existing, dear. Existing. Why would you do that to me?
The whole plane sequence of Kate going to Egypt.
Yes, that was in the sequel.
Okay, going back to Warriors and like a normal-ish topic for a minute.
What?
There's-
Normal?
You.
Okay, because like I was listening for a while before I came in, and like I heard Moon talking about her upcoming video where she's talking about like, oh, the one clan thingy, and it made me think of this thing that I've been wanting to do on
United
Words on
Clans of
Warrior
America.
forever, and we just have never had time, and I don't know if we're gonna ever have time. But there's this AU that's become like a thing on Tumblr that actually looks good. It's called 10%. I think I might have mentioned it before as a thing we might want to do, but it seems really cool. Like, the setup is that it's supposed to take place immediately after The Last Hope, where the Dark Forest did significantly better than they did in actual canon.
Uh-huh.
So,
Ooh.
even though the Dark Forest has been defeated, only 10% of the clans in their entirety are left.
Ooh.
And then, like, you assign each cat that was in Lost Hope, or Last Hope, a number, and then only 10% are, like, it's this weird thing how you figure it out, but it's a random number generator,
Mm-hmm.
so you get 10% of the clans left, and it's totally random who survived and who didn't. And, like, I've seen some really interesting AUs come out of that, and, like, some
Oh, and
interesting
so then you have to
exploration.
like try and figure out like what would happen with those characters left.
What happened?
Yeah, and they're the only ones left, and, like, usually what happens is they end up forming one clan because there's not enough left to have 4 separate ones.
Neat.
Like, I think in one, it was, like, the entirety of Wind Clan except for one star got Thanos. Like, there were some really wild ones where, like, an entire clan got wiped out, or because it's a random number generator, so,
Right.
like, you have no idea which character it'll be. Like, there was one where all the medicine cats got taken out, and then they didn't have any of those left. Like, it seems like something that'd be really fun to do on a stream where we run the number generator and then have to, like, come up with
Discuss.
ideas for what would
I would
be
love to do this.
Yeah, this sounds fun.
There is no
Yeah, it sounds
chance
fun
we're
to
gonna have
hear.
time next stream, unfortunately. But, like,
Oh
maybe
yeah, not
January?
this
Y'all could do it in
stream.
the future.
Yeah.
Like, who would be down for that for January?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Me.
Because when's the next Warriors book come out? We got a while, right?
Like, February?
I think.
Well,
February?
okay, one just came out, so 6 months from Silent Thaw.
When is the next novellas coming out?
That's probably gonna come out around my birthday, so February, I think. Because I think that's coming out around the same time Dragon Slayer is.
Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is gonna be so great. So, I mean, I don't think Tui Sutherland is capable of writing a bad book.
She did write Yellow
But it's
Fang
gonna be really
Secret.
good.
This says
She read a
April,
little
but-
bit of it at the last book thing I saw her at.
Mm-hmm.
I was skeptical because it's gonna be from the scavenger's point of view, but you know, it's like a kid, so she
Right.
kind of captures the same idea. It was great.
For some reason, I thought you said Cherith Baldry, not Sutherland. What happened to my brain there?
Hey, look, it's a Venusaur.
Hey!
Hey, look!
Hey.
Okay,
He's
Warrior
fat.
Spirit comes out in April.
I still
Yeah,
need to read the
And
Silent Thought.
so does Veil of Shadows. So those are both coming in April. On the same date. How dare you?
They keep doing that.
And the graphic novel is coming out in June. And I have, like, zero interest in the graphic novel, I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know
Yeah.
if we're gonna cover it.
Gasp! Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
thought this
I have
was
zero
Daisy's
interest in
and
the
it
uh,
graphic
doesn't.
novel either. Like,
I want to read Daisy's book.
I can't even look at the Wings of Fire graphic novels anymore, and eventually Tennelle and I will. We need to talk about that this month. We promised we will.
damn it! Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, like, if we have time, like, anytime this week, we'll just jump on a stream and just be like, so this happened, and
So these things, they're a thing.
no one knows why, but there you have it.
I don't know who these are for, but, they're here.
Why is everything set to darken instead of multiply?
Yeah, okay, so, like,
Shawn, what were you doing in the past? You utter fool!
January, I think. I think for January we'll shoot for, like, the 10% thing.
Sweet.
And I'll figure out how to
Yes.
make it work. Because I think there's someone made a generator. I just need to find it. Because this is kind of an old AU. It, like, started up in summer this year, I think. So it's kind of old news now. I never get to anything on time, so.
Well, but like, it's fun to jump on it once everybody else has jumped on it.
Yeah, and then you can compare and contrast what you got.
Yeah.
Well, especially since most of us, like, I haven't heard of this before, so, like, I haven't heard any AUs
And I
about
love
this.
new ideas for writing more fan fiction, okay?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you
I
know
am
what we
fan
should
fiction
do?
trash, and StarClan Battles only proves it.
Speaking of, you know what we should do?
What?
Yes.
10% the StarClan battle.
I feel like that's just StarClan Battles.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you mean 10% StarClan Battles? Don't you know the plot, Avalon?
Characters
We
actually
didn't
die.
screw it up that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Like, no
Yeah,
one
okay.
is safe in the 10% thing. There's nothing protecting you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Even blank character who lives for the whole series won't survive.
She's having problems.
God. If I
I love
recall,
her.
there was one 10% where, like, almost all the elders lived and everyone was.
Everyone's just like,
And the others
oh,
were like,
no.
well.
Heavy
I
stuff.
guess
Guess
they
I'll
packed
die.
them.
Did they just go become kitty pets? Like, that's. I feel like that's. Or did they, like, actually make a solution?
I didn't really look through a lot of them. I just saw that it was a thing that was, like, trending on Tumblr, and I was like, oh, Tumblr came up with a good idea for once. And
Savage.
Ba-dam-down.
Yeah, sorry I just phased out for a while. It was because I was giving my patrons their lines.
Oh, that's fine.
That's
cool.
fair.
you know, like, occasionally Tumblr comes up with really cool AU ideas. And then I just begrudgingly go, okay, you guys can be a part of the fandom, I guess.
Alright, you done good this time. But that don't mean I'm not watching you.
I have a Splatoon 2 song stuck in my head.
Which one?
Ebb and Flow.
Good
Oh,
one.
Bow, 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 dano, bow. Banana, banana, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh. You know, I thought for a moment I wouldn't know what song you're singing, but then I was like, oh no, I know this.
Yeah, like once you sing along for half a second, it's like, oh nope, here it is.
Man,
Mega
Splatoon's
Venusaur
good.
is just Venusaur with better contours.
Correct.
Better contours?
Yes.
It did his makeup better than the first Venusaur did.
Yes.
I may be incorrect, but it looks like Mega Venusaur's base color is actually a little lighter too.
You know what?
It is.
The official art is.
But the
In-game,
in-game model is not.
In-game model, it's the exact same color, so I don't know what I should do here.
It might just be a difference in like the style of the artwork that caused that, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. This is like leaf green design because this guy hasn't been official arted since Fire Red and Leaf Green, as compared to this, which came around in X and Y. So, and
I mean, keep them the same
trying.
tone.
Yeah, like keeping them the same color is probably the correct choice here, even if it's not completely accurate to what is showing up, or like what that specific art is. You know?
Yeah.
I like how very rarely we come back to like talking about Pokemon. But that's okay. I enjoy hearing you guys talk about other things that you're impassioned about.
It's fun to just kind of chat with friends and then look over and be like,
Oh, look at other people getting work
Shawn's
done.
doing an art and he's an impress and oh no, I'm intimidated now.
I hear Kidder.
Yes. She's here. She's
Oh,
upset
that's
with me.
Bandit.
She wants food.
Oh,
Oh, that's the
she
mic,
sounds all
please.
burbly.
Yes.
She always sounds
I
like
thought that was a human child at first.
She thinks she is. Because she's sitting in my lap right now with her back feet on my leg, with her front feet on my shoulder, so she is a child. And she's very
Alright.
congested, so.
Yeah.
Now all I'm thinking about is how humans and warrior cats don't know how to take care of their freaking cats.
Humans and warrior cats are extraordinarily stupid.
Everybody lets their cat outside.
Well, not just that, but like anytime a warrior gets trapped, they're like, oh, they're eating all these hard pellets, and I'm like, is no one feeding their cat wet food?
No.
Not in our
And
area.
milk. They keep feeding their cats
Yeah,
milk
please don't give your
too.
cat milk.
Cats cannot, in fact, digest cow milk. Stop.
Please do not keep perpetuating this idea.
What's interesting though is cats can't actually digest fish very well either. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, well, River Clan, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Because there's some kind of enzyme in most fish that keeps their digestive system from being able to process it.
oh no. Rip River Clan.
That's
why I'm
why
always
when
like,
he only gets tuna on a very rare occasion.
yeah, it's fine in little doses. It's like, where did this come from that
But having a
cats love
whole
fish
diet.
and milk when these two things are not good for them?
I mean, it's like, how did we decide that rabbits should be allowed to eat carrots constantly when
Yeah.
carrots are not good for them?
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be in part because cats tend to be drawn to things that smell strongly, and like fish has
Yeah.
a strong so
That is true.
they eat it because they don't know,
Yeah.
but we know, and we should be stopping. Kind of like how ducks eat bread, even though we're worthless to them.
Shawn, is the trunk on Mega Venusaur
It's taller and
wider
it's a
for the
different
most part?
color. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay, alright. I just was checking. Alright, I'm sorry.
Yep. Don't worry. I noticed that one as well, but I haven't gotten there
I was
yet.
just that was not one I noticed initially, and I was like, are we thinking it's the same thing with the skin tone thingamajiggamajig?
No. That one's different.
Okay.
Because you can see that it does have different browns in there, but this is like a light tan now. So
Yeah.
it's definitely supposed to be different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Should definitely like sleep.
What?
That's a
Sleep is
constant
for the
move.
weak? As my friend Austin
God.
tells me?
I need to go to work tomorrow. Or if there isn't work tomorrow because of the snow, I need to call people and be like, hey, there's no heat in my apartment. Arrest this man.
You got a bunch of snow too?
Where are you?
Boston!
Damn.
Oh, okay. I guess that reads. Don't you guys out there on the East Coast always get like a stupid amount of snow for some reason?
Yeah.
Well, they're right
We're
next
near
to
this
the...
thing called water. You
Yeah.
might not have heard of it.
Sean, we
You
get
might not
lake
have heard
effect
of me
snow
before,
all the
Sean.
time.
It's gonna be so annoying because
What the?
the schools have closed. Like, the public schools are like, snow day. So all the people who have kids in my office are not gonna be there probably. They need to be home with their kids. So I'm just kind of like, cool.
How much snow did y'all get?
Oh god, how much do you get? I mean, enough to shut everything down.
Yeah.
A
well,
lot.
I don't know what that is. In Texas, we see a snowflake and close everything.
Like
God,
multiple
let's
inches
see
to like
how
a foot.
Yeah,
snow
like
do we
My
get?
brother, he's up in Colorado. He said they've got about a foot of snow right now.
Okay. Let's see.
It seems
how
a bit
much-
excessive to me, if you ask me.
A
Eh.
foot of
No one
snow
needs
is
that.
like mild winter to us.
No one needs that.
That is
I
a
mean,
mild
yeah.
winter.
We definitely
When-
got a foot of snow.
When Water was visiting, it like briefly snowed at one of the places we went to, and like half
And
the
it was, like-
stalls were closed because
It
they
was
were
like
worried.
it was like you just like had dust. Like it wasn't even like really snowflakes. It was like
Yeah,
dust.
it took us a minute to even realize it was snowing.
And I was like, and they were like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" And I'm like,
What?
I understand it's cool for you, but like, okay.
I have
This is
seen
nothing
snow
right on
once
with
in my
that.
life. California doesn't get it very much.
Your
That's
area of
good.
California.
Well, my area doesn't. The mountains do, but well, we were kind of like.
No one touched it.
Okay, we just got an email. My god, what does it say?
Uh-oh.
A winter storm is expected to hit. No shit. Okay, well, the office is gonna be open, so
Oh.
I'm still gonna have to go. Nice. Love it. I'll be the only one there.
At least they told you.
Thanks, I hate it.
It's gotta be nice. You're like, oh look, an email from work. I hope we get the day off. And they're like, haha. This is an
Be
email from
careful.
No.
Sure to see you tomorrow. Hugs and kisses.
But every
No.
university, like, it just like,
Yeah.
also to a degree, the public schools in this area, for like a certain amount of time. So like, for a while, the public schools, around here are like, we're gonna push and push and push for we always to have school because we don't want to like use up all of our school days and have to extend the school year, right?
Yeah. Same.
And then they go, and then they like keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing until a bus crashes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a bus crashes and they're like, oh, well, now we're going to cancel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, why are so many people in the chat in California?
How dare you?
California's
I'm
big
threatened.
and there's a lot of kids in it.
Yep.
Here's the
I am
thing.
very threatened by this. I don't like it.
The day where I have enough money to live in California is the day where I'm still not living in California.
Wow.
Here's the
Me
thing
too.
Not a bad
about.
plan.
Here's the thing about having to go into work though. The T, which is like the public transport system in Boston, is shit. It's actual garbage. So I could risk my life and get on a train and just have it like derail and I could die. Will I probably do that? Probably.
That's exactly what going to class at the university I attended is, because it's the because we've got personal rapid transit, so it's like really small cars on tracks, things that are automated, but it's poorly automated because it was made in the 70s, and they're using old like parts from Boeing for some reason, and Boeing doesn't manufacture them anymore, so anytime something breaks it has to be like custom made.
That sounds safe.
And so like, you know, one year it was like one time when my brother was like visiting, we got on it and someone was like, yeah, did you hear that one of the PRT cars caught on fire last night?
Yep.
Like,
sounds about right.
No, I didn't.
Should we
And
be
yeah,
on
there have been
here?
many times where I've gotten stuck in the middle of snow on the PRT car, and like it's just been stuck there for hours. Like, oh, okay, this is fine. So I feel that, Selina. It may not be exactly the same,
Yeah.
but I feel ya.
Yeah, it's just like I love capitalism because you know the most important thing is getting that coin.
Shawn, you have a random green shape up in the normal Venusaur.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
That piece is not even going to show up. It's outside of the bounding box.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that now. I was just like worried about it for a moment. I was like, your files, they're gonna be huge, and you're like, they already are huge, so.
Of course
Who
they're
cares?
huge.
They are large.
They're large. Look at all these pieces.
Lord.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh wait, what is happening in the chat? Why are people?
Don't worry
Why
about
are
it.
people? Being...
Don't worry about it. We got it.
Here. Look at all of the pieces. The files are already huge.
Oh boy. Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
that shows.
Latios.
What?
Oh dear lord.
Yeah,
baby.
Can you?
Latios and Latios have very few pieces, so that's good. Wait, what the? There's a tiny little blip out there. Get out of here, tiny little blip. I don't know what you were from.
Wireman. Hashtag Wireman.
Yep.
I feel that.
Okay, what is going
Can you not
on?
sneeze on me?
Wait, did you ban them? No, just timed out.
Okay.
Can I ban?
Uh-oh. Wait. Yes, we're good.
Timed out for now.
I'm just gonna camp on that. Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of living in California, I got some excellent news the other day.
Oh.
You're not living in California anymore?
No, Moon, I love it here. Shut up.
Okay,
No, in
there.
fact,
Sorry.
I'm
Hold on.
furthering my living in California. Haha.
Real quick. Mega Venusaur.
Woo!
Is
Venusaur
beautiful.
and Mega Venusaur.
Hooray.
Mega
Yeah.
Venusaur is so much more pretty than Venusaur. It's kind
I
of sad.
agree. I like
It's a
this
better
one.
redesign.
Yeah.
But you can't keep it that way, only in battle.
I know. That's why I hate Megas.
Sad.
Just make it a new evolution and then extrapolate a little bit
should
more.
have been Alolan forms.
You're right.
Did Blastoise get one? Because if it did, I don't remember what it looked
It
like.
did.
Yeah,
It
it's like
did,
the
it
one
just, like,
cannon.
It's just like an even giant or cannon now.
It's
Oh,
a
that's right.
singular cannon.
Yeah, they like
That's
merged
right.
and became big.
Here,
Became
hold
a
on.
mega cannon.
Here we go. Here. This is Mega Blastoise. It'll show up on stream in a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Big gone.
Arm cannons also.
Also, like, weirdly, oddly, his face shape got changed too to have like
Yeah.
some angles on it.
Yeah, like they simplified his face so that like the shapes are more cohesive together, and he gets a chin point for some reason. But okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
But now I do Chorzord.
Oh boy.
The only Pokemon that matters, according to Game Freak.
But you
And
know
I
what?
like Charizard, but you know.
You know, actually, looking at the time, I think
I think you're gonna stop.
Churzlurldold will have to wait until next time. These
Is there-
evolved Pokemon, shock and surprise, are rather complicated and have a lot of bits on them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So the Pokemon with the most bits gives you the most trouble, hmm?
well, yeah, automatically. Also, most anything from Generation 1 is a lumpy mess and is garbage, and I hate them.
Yeah, because it's just like you gotta make a lot more custom shapes to.
Yeah, I
make it
can't
work.
just do circle, 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 triangle, triangle, done. It's circle fused with the square that's got rounded edges, and then I curve it a little bit on the one side, and then I do that 17 more times, and now I've got the
It's
head.
almost like pixel art was never meant for this.
Yeah. Well, it's like Game Freak got better at character design as they went.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Shawn is an anti-Gen 1er.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm
As are
glad
a
that
lot
they
of
started,
people.
like, I'm glad that Pokemon started somewhere, but they started there, and it's not good.
They keep going back.
Yeah, I hate it. Please, let's
Sad
stop
Mew
going
noises.
back.
I will say that Mew and Mewtwo are like the only good things to come from early Pokemon.
But the problem
I
is,
disagree.
they're also amorphous blobs
Ditto.
of garbage.
It's
I know
great.
you I know, Tess, that
I'm a-
like Mewtwo's your favorite Pokemon, but like they're still lumpy messes, and it's going to be garbage to try to do them.
Ditto is
I'm a
great.
Gen
cat.
5er.
The garbage.
Oh, Gen 5 is great. Gen 5
I'm a
is so good.
strict Gen 5er. And I think that the entire series peaked at Gen 5 so far, and I will fight literally anyone for its honor.
I had a look.
I've been
I was
playing
really,
since I was 6 with Pokemon Blue.
I was really put off by Gen 5 initially because I
Gen
was like,
2.
why are they making me feel like questioning what I'm doing? And I don't.
That's
I
what makes it
don't
a good
want to
game.
have moral questions. I just want to play with some animals.
Also,
I'm
L
looking
or
forward to replaying
N?
the Pixel one.
Is it
It's
N?
been a while.
Or
Yeah,
L?
and
N was like one of the best characters to come out of a Pokemon game in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think he's
true.
definitely the best developed of any of them.
Yes.
I still want more like info on him than I feel
We
like we ever
see-
get. But
We see like bits of his childhood and shit like that in
Yeah.
Gen 5. Like they go into
Yeah.
like not only who he is now, but also who he used to be.
How
and
he was
that's more than you got for any villain.
like
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
raised.
We're actually really good.
like,
He was
really
raised
was well developed, it's just
specifically
I
to
wanted
think
more
in one
information on
exact
him.
way. It's so good.
So
Anyways,
give me
Gen
more
5 is the
info on
best.
him.
'Cause
Also,
it's not
Gen
you who's questioning things, it's N who's questioning things, and if
Mm-hmm.
it's the right thing to do. Oh, I love it.
yeah.
Also, Gen 5 has more Pokemon than any other generation, full stop. Even the way I'm doing it with like the alternate forms, counting as new Pokemon, Gen 5 still has more Pokemon in it than any other.
Oh, Jesus.
Including Gen 1?
Yeah, Gen 1 has 151. Gen 5, here, I actually wrote this down recently.
Wasn't it like close to 200?
Okay, so Generation 1 has 151 Pokemon and or different forms. Generation 2 has 125. Gen 3 is 141. Generation 4 has 123 and is the absolute smallest. Gen 5 has 174. Gen 6 has 163, so it is the second highest. Gen 7 has 128, so it's one of the three smallest. And then Gen 8, I don't know if I want to read that out because that's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah, well, Gen 5's also the biggest in, well, not quite biggest, but one of the bigger ones in how many Pokemon it introduced.
Oh yeah, it also, no, it is. It is
And-
absolutely the biggest in new Pokemon, not even including forms.
That's what he was just reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
No,
they only
that's
introduced
including the
70
different
Pokemon
forms.
in the new ones.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Gen 4, so many of them are either like baby Pokemon or evolutions of previous Pokemon.
Oh, it's so boring.
But like
yeah.
the thing about Gen 5 is that they because of their current limitations and their absolute slowness in creating new Pokemon and whatnot, they can't make a new game that can rival Gen 5, because Gen 5, when you first play it, you are brought into a world where you don't know any of the Pokemon. Every single Pokemon that you see is new to you, and you actually feel like you're picking again, because in the new games, because there's so few Pokemon, you feel like, okay, this is the one new Pokemon this route. This is the one new Pokemon I'm going to see for a long while. It's either I catch this or I hope there's another one later. But with Gen 5, it's just new Pokemon, new Pokemon, new Pokemon, new Pokemon. You can find the ones you like and keep the ones you like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I 100% agree. Moon Kitty, stop swearing. Not gonna happen. Are you kidding?
Nope, never gonna happen.
Oh,
This
no.
is an adult
These people have
stream.
never seen you on a stream before.
This is an adult
Mother
stream.
hell.
Somebody animate that. All right, guys, I have to go. I have to.
Yeah.
Sleep, unfortunately.
I mean, we should be going
Big
too,
River
but like,
Rolly.
Good night
Yeah.
forever.
Good
Yeah.
night.
bye.
Just take me out.
Good night.
Bye,
So-
folks. This has been great. Love you,
Side note, I'm
stream.
taking you out on a date, not taking you out with a sniper shot.
I mean, both are preferable, but I'll take the date. Thank you.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. But yeah, Gen 5 is the best because, specifically Black and White are the best because it's, like you said, it's all new Pokemon the whole way through. It's fantastic. Technically, there's
isn't
old Pokemon in the
Isn't
post-game.
Black and White 2 kind of incorporating some of the older Pokemon when you
Yes.
start out?
It
Yeah.
does,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
it also has a lot of gameplay improvements. I feel like Black and White are for like kind of the more experienced based audience, and then Black 2 and White 2 is kind of more towards the gameplay directed audience. And I feel like I land somewhere in the middle, but because of that, both of those games are my favorites.
I've never actually
I
played
like
Black
that
and White
Black
2.
2 and White 2 continue.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
I haven't
I
finished
played-
it either.
Part of the way through Black 2 and White 2, and I think that might be the first game I actually used Crobat in.
I know those games, like, they continue the plot.
Yeah.
And the friends from the first game actually are like a gym leader and like the actual professor's assistant or something now, and that's really cool.
Yeah, I did like that little bit of continuation. I'm like, look, it's them.
There's a lot of post game in Black and White too. There's a lot of like just general gameplay improvements. Like, for example, if you're into catching every Pokemon like me, there is a bottom screen essentially that you can tap into that shows you all the Pokemon in the area you haven't caught yet.
Oh.
And you can like catch them one by one, like following the bottom screen. And that was part of the reason that Black 2 and White 2 was the first Pokedex that I ever completed when I was younger. And it was funny because I had like lined paper with like lists of the Pokemon I still needed, and like I went like all in on finishing Black 2 and White 2 because I was like, I'm completing a Pokedex I never have before. I've got all the event legendaries. Like I was set and I was ready.
Okay.
Nice.
That's fun.
All right. Well, anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and actually end the stream for realsies this time. No, seriously, we're done now. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to see the finished art, you can go to ShawnFlowers.tumblr.com. It'll also show up on Twitter and a few different Discord servers, especially like our Patreon server over at patreon.com/TennelleFlowers. Whereas for as little as $1 a month, you get access to the Discord server. You can help vote on future games that we play. If you donate high enough, you get on Tennelle's art streams as well.
Which, by the way, I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah, so there'll be another Tennelle art stream this weekend. That's probably actually also going to be the only other stream that will be happening this weekend. We're very busy trying to get a lot of stuff done for the rest of December because we're going to be gone for 8 days. We're going to be going to Florida. So we want to try to get all the content caught up and ahead so that it continues to come out even while we are gone. So it'll be like we're not even, like we're still there.
Ooh.
For all time. So yeah, I don't know
Except
exactly
it's
what
just
day
me
that'll be.
wearing Tennelle's skin.
Oh no!
Whoa!
Where'd you get
whoa.
that?
That's weird.
Put that back where you found it, please.
All right.
I mostly was just saying I would be modding. No.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna be it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.